Okay, so, oh, that's new. Okay, so Jacob 2, there's a lot in these verses, but this last half, all but a little intro from Jacob is actually a thus saith the Lord. And it's interesting. It's two complementary chiasms, actually with the same points on the same stanzas. It's crazy. So look, A, seek to excuse them in committing whoredoms, keep the commandments, many wives and concubines. If you don't keep my commandments, otherwise you'll do these things. That, and in fact, these, just looking at these in the condemnation with it, and other places that use that, Jacob 1 and Jacob 3 too, also goes along with that. So C, removed from Jerusalem. 3, moving, mourning for the daughters in Jerusalem. D, Yahweh will not suffer the men to continue. D, raise up a righteous branch. Yahweh will not suffer to continue. There are two complementary chiasms in that section that God told me that they were there, and I went and found them. And then also, they love to forget this word otherwise, and the dictionary meaning of that word, on top of the Book of Mormon defines how you become the children of God. It's by keeping his commandments. It's not by having children. So I know this might be sensitive for some people. I know the LDS Church teaches that we're literally spirit children of Heavenly Father and a Heavenly Mother, but that's not the case. The Book of Mormon and Joseph Smith teach that our spirits are eternal, meaning they were not born. They've always existed. Okay, hold on 1 minute. I have my little one. Let me go take him back. 1 second. No. How do I? And so in this last half of Jacob 2, if you look at everywhere things is used, it's bad. In fact, maybe I need to add this somehow into A, because look, it's in the first A. I just don't have it up here in the summary. But see right there, these things, and it defines it, many wives, concubines, as things, because I put a little more here to make it a little more obvious. I don't have it up here. But everywhere it has things, negative connotation. You have to think polygamy is good, you have to change what things is referring to, but it never does in the text. In fact, when I first started working on this, and I can give this resource to you, this right here came out. And this video, I'll give you the link here. Edit. This is really good. Let's go chat here. But this, I don't know if you've heard of 119 Ministries. They're good. I like them for a lot of things. I don't agree with them on everything, but anyways. But here is a very good video that they did about how Torah actually speaks against polygamy, contrary to what people say. And it has to do with a couple things. One being a Hebrew idiom that's mistranslated only when it deals with polygamy, where if it was translated correctly, it would show that it is against. It also, things that they bring out are some things that I see too. Well, I'm skipping ahead a little bit. Sorry about that. I'm getting a little excited. But so in Torah, it says polygamy is wrong, but there's no punishment for it that we should, as judges, judges can apply because of that. That's exactly what's going on in Jacob 2. Jacob is saying it's wrong, but he doesn't pronounce a judgment against it, which is exactly what Torah says. They also bring out how It should be one man and one wife and all that jazz, which a lot of things that they bring out actually goes along with the 1835 D&C 101 that only the LDS Church got rid of. They're the only major branch that got rid of that. And then also, I was told that Esther is an example of against polygamy in the scriptures. Because Esther had a closer kin than Boaz that would have that had the off of the Levirate law that he should have been doing it, but he couldn't. And in the scriptures, it states that if he would have taken her, he would have defiled himself. And that's because he already had a wife. He would have defiled himself in going into polygamy, because Boaz didn't defile himself with taking her. It's because the closer kin was already married. In fact, there's some other videos kids videos I've seen that actually state that, but this gets into it a little bit in here. Anyways, it's perfect. I started it so long ago. I got burned out because I was doing so much work on it, and I needed sleep, because I generally, the only time I can work on these things are in the evenings, and so I burned myself out. And so I need to get back to that one, but I have, like, I don't know if you saw, I just in here in my WordPress, I have 18 I'm working on, but in my OneNote, I have more than that. Anyways, I'm trying to stay focused. But
Great.
Book of Mormon only speaks against polygamy. The only way to get it to think it is if you take Jacob 2:30 out of context and ignore grammar and ignore what the words are referring to. I just have so many examples that I'm pulling in from other places in the Book of Mormon to help define these things. Anyways, but raise up seed unto me. Mosiah 15 area defines who his seed is, and it's those who keep his commandments. It's not someone who's just born under somebody else. It's not someone born under the covenant like the LDS Church will claim, right?
Yeah.
Anyways, I said a lot in that little rant. I don't know if you want to say something.
No, it's awesome.
All right, I'm going to pause it.